What's up, guys? YouTube, Facebook. So, these videos that you're seeing here on YouTube, I'm actually making them for my Facebook group uh, under the Facebook page called Boss Moves. And we're all about trying to become the best version of ourselves. But we're really just focused on the stock market at this moment in time. I'm trying to educate folks on how to become profitable, consistent traders, and I just want to help the new investors educate themselves and learn everything the right way, learn how to go about doing this the right way. I don't want to see, it makes me sad seeing these new investors losing money getting into the stock market because they weren't aware of certain things. So this here is just going to be a revised video on how to set a stop loss on Robinhood. I didn't like the last video, I didn't like the way it came out, so I'm redoing it. So anyway, what is a stop loss? Well, you're basically setting conditions for an order to take place, and if those conditions are met, the price or the stock will be sold at the price of your choosing. So let's say you have a stock that you paid $20 a share, and that price moves up a few bucks, and you want to make sure that you don't lose money on it if it drops back down. You can set a stop loss on that stock so that when the price does come down, if it reaches the price that you paid initially or any other price of your choosing, the stocks will be sold automatically. That way, if you're not there to catch it, you won't take the loss. So you go to the stock that you want to set your stop loss on. I don't actually want to sell this stock, but I'm going to use this for the example. You click trade, click sell, and then go up here to the top right and change your order type. So there are two types of stop orders on Robinhood, a stop order and a stop limit order. And the difference is one is a limit sell and the other is a market sell. Now, what is the difference between a market order and a limit order? A market order is a transaction that takes place at the best available price. If you're trying to buy a share and you enter a market order, you will buy those shares at the best available price. Whereas a limit order, you enter an exact price that you're willing to pay, and if the price is reached or a better price is available, the transaction will go through at that. So you're on a limit order, on a limit purchase, you're entering the most that you're willing to pay for a share. And so when the transaction goes through, it'll be at that price or better. And it's the same way with selling. When you do a regular stop order, Robinhood gives you a brief description up here, and it's pretty straightforward with that. However, with that being said, new investors are absorbing a lot of new information. And even if you're not necessarily brand new, I mean, it's just a ton of information to be absorbing at one time. And if you haven't seen this yet, if you haven't bought and sold a lot of shares yet, this might not click right away. So I'm just going to break it down for you real quick. So you enter the price that will trigger the sell. So right now the price is $59.30. If I want to, let's pretend I bought these shares at $59.30. If I want to eliminate the possibility of losing any money at all, or very little, I might enter $59.29. Because if I enter it at 30, it's going to activate immediately, right? If I enter it at $59.29, there's a very good possibility that it's also going to go through pretty quick. So to eliminate that, I go a little bit farther below the price. I might set the price at $50 or $51 to allow room for fluctuation in the stock price. Because on average, when you buy shares of a company, we're just speaking generally, on average, there's a good chance that the price is going to go up, drop down, go up, drop down, And it's going to drop down below the price that you paid probably a few times before the drop downs start to, they stay above what you paid. So we're allowing room for fluctuation here by dropping the price down on the stop price. If you want to set it up closer to your number that you paid to eliminate the possibility of losing any money, then you're just going to have to keep a closer eye on it. If it's a stock you plan to hold for the long term and you're just trying to make sure that you don't lose any money, you're going to have to keep coming in here and resetting your stop losses. Not always, but oftentimes. The other type of stop limit order, the other type of stop loss, I should say, is a stop limit order. And basically the only difference between the two is on this one, you're entering a trigger price and then a limit price. So if the price falls to, let's say I want to sell my shares for no less than $50, I can set the trigger price at $51. So that means once the price drops down to $51 per share, it will activate my limit order. So that limit order may not go through if the price just drops below 51 but doesn't drop to 50. So the limit order has been activated at $51. You can also go the other direction. Once the price drops to 49, we'll activate the limit order for $50. When you do it that way, you got to be careful just in case the price doesn't rise back up to $50 once it drops down to $49. So those are the two different types of stop losses that you can set for your stocks on Robinhood. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you're seeing this video on YouTube, please check out the Facebook page called Boss Moves. Facebook.com/BossMoveBurns1. I'll put the link in the video description. This page is for new investors who want to ultimately master the stock markets, even if you're just in this to grow your savings account or make a retirement account for yourself. Whether you're trying to do that or you're trying to become a billionaire investor, whatever the case may be, I want to help educate you on how to do it, on all the things that you need to know, because stock market professionals, what they have, the reason they're good at what they do is because they have a massive collection of all different types of tips, tricks, and just an understanding of all the components. So I can't tell you what stocks to buy and when to buy them. I can, however, educate you on all the things to look for, how to understand what everything means, and kind of guide you on how to apply it all. So that being said, y'all have a good day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It's really going to help the channel grow. Please follow the channel if you found this helpful. I'm only just getting started. There's going to be much better, higher quality videos coming in the near future. Y'all have a beautiful day.